What's going on, everyone? So at the time of recording this video, the arena isn't too far away from being dropped, so I wanted to make something that would sort of showcase some really useful tips that can help you with the arena. Now these tips are pretty much along the same lines as the sword glitch. They're little exploits you can do that actually make your gameplay just a little bit quicker, but they're definitely a lot harder than the sword glitch, and they might take a while to master for the average player. But with all that being said, if you are watching this while the arena is active, these tips will still help you, but it might take some time to get used to them. And also, just a side note, if you are watching this before the arena, there's a little video at the end that I really want to link you guys to, and that video has a fair few spoilers that might be coming for the arena, so if you're interested in that, do wait to the end. But anyway, let's just jump straight into the video. So as I'm sure most of you know, you can actually do this thing, it's the sword glitch, and what that does is essentially speeds up your time from getting from one location to another. All you need to do is block, stab, and jump, and if you do that in a quick succession, what it'll do is it'll glitch you out and send you flying. Now that's really useful for getting from one side of the ship to the other, and as well as clearing through islands pretty quickly. So not only are there little exploits you can do that allow you to get from one side of the ship to the other pretty quickly with nothing in your hands, there's also a really good exploit you can do when you do have chests in your hands. Now I'm sure a few of you might not know about this, and I'm sure some of you might actually do know about this but don't really know how to do it. So now I'm going to cover the easiest way you can do that. So as you can see in the video, what I'm doing is getting from one side of the island to the other side while dropping and picking up a chest. Now the way you do this is actually extremely simple. All you need to do is sprint, pick up a chest, drop the chest, then the second you drop that chest, re-pick it up again and keep running. Now this is a lot harder to do on console than it is on PC. On console what you need to do is hold X while sprinting, then press B and hold X again instantly. Now it is a little bit hard to get your fingers across that quickly, but what you can do is assign hotkeys, and that can be done in the settings bar. Now while doing this, I have found that it's more the speed that becomes more of a factor to make this effective than it is the technique. You can do this with anything you can carry, but if you're not experienced with this, it'll slow you down a lot more than it will speed you up. So what I suggest you do now is find any sort of item you can pick up and just test it running along your ship, or if your ship's not long enough, just test it by running along an island. I know this took me a couple days of on and off practicing to really perfect this, so hopefully this should be enough time to help you guys get onto it and really know how to nail this down before the arena does come out. So jumping straight on now to the next little exploit you can do, but this one is more well known than the other one, so you might have heard about this before. So if you have, what I suggest you do is skip about a minute ahead and it'll go completely past this altogether. So what this one is the digging up exploit. So the way you do this is extremely simple. While you're digging up any sort of chest, all you need to do is, if you're on the console, double tap B once your digging animation is finished. You can really see it in the video on how effective this is. And if you're on the PC, what you need to do is just press whatever button you've got that puts away your items, and just make sure you double press that. If you do press it more than twice, what it's going to do is glitch out your shovel so it won't dig. So this one here, it's a lot easier to really perfect, but it may take some time as well if you're an average player or you're not as experienced as you'd like to be just yet. Now what this exploit does is, if done effectively, takes around 3/4 or half the amount of time that it should take when digging up normally. Now I know that's not a whole lot, but just imagine if you have a lot of people on the same island as you that are trying to track you down. This could really save you some valuable time that you could use to get out of there and run with the loot. Now if working on these two tips effectively, it'll save you a lot of time, and it could be the difference between winning or losing one of the events in the arena. So hopefully with all the time that I've given you to really get involved in these tips, you'll be able to really learn how to perfect these, and your time in the arena may be a little bit better than what it was before watching this video. With all that being said, here's a little bonus tip. If you do have a broken leg, what you can do is bring up your sword, bring up the block animation, then jump and walk forward. What it'll do is speed you up from the normal limping animation and just make it a little bit faster there as well. So if you want to know all the best how-tos and tips and tricks for the arena, what I suggest you do is subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that's what my channel is going to be based around when the arena does drop. And if you just want to know how to complete any new event in Sea of Thieves in the quickest time possible and before anyone else, what I also suggest you do is subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that's what I've been doing for a long time now. So with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. And like I said earlier in the video, if you do want to see a video that's been uploaded that has a lot of leaks and content that could be coming into the arena, I'm going to leave a little video in the bottom right hand side of the screen after this, and that will take you straight to a channel of someone who I know who really focuses on a lot more gameplay type of videos, and I didn't need to make another video to cover it because his video covered it so perfectly. So if you do check that out, just post a little comment on his video saying Sin sent you, and I'll be keeping a lookout to see him. So with all that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.